Hello everyone and welcome back to ZooCrafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are here on our grand zoo tour! And we are currently in the temperate forest area, which tends to be one of the first areas that I come over to when it's time to do a zoo tour because it is also one of our most complete areas. And with the plans that I have in mind today, hopefully we will be able to add even more to the temperate forest zone by using the assistance of the builders of light. So I am so excited. I actually finally, after months, had a dream about Zoodesia Zoo. And that is when you know the inspiration has settled right into your tail feathers, little goldfinch, because I feel like I am at home again. And I have some great ideas. And I realized, especially after talking to some of the builders of light, that there is definitely quite a bit I could ask for their assistance on all around our world. And how fun would it be to turn around and find something magically appearing from those builders of light whilst we are still on our grand zoo tour. So today I'm going to be looking for some spots where I can fill out the little book and quill that they had given me. And I think I need to run back up to the house and grab aster seed or sunflower so that I can fly back and forth when I have these ideas. And in case we find anything that we just kind of want to tend to for a little while in our zoo. But I have to say, the red wolf exhibit looks so much better. Look at that. We can actually see redwood and we can see meadow roaming around their den. We can see them moving around in their yard. And I think this just looks so much better than it did when it was so full of trees that not even the wolves could move around in their own exhibit. We still have like half the exhibit. I kind of want to spruce up a little bit, but I also want to go on a little bit more of a tour today because we have a lot to see. The zoo is huge. The zoo is quite large, actually. And we have only explored a little chunk of it so far. So let me wiggle down here. And I've been thinking it would be nice to get another observation platform. Maybe, oh, butterfly. I wish I had some empty jars and we could start catching those butterflies. That would be so nice. Can I catch them in a safari net? Oh, that never occurred to me. Where'd it go? Hello? Well, in a jar, at least, I can see what they look like. Oh, there it is. You know, all I can think is I'm going to take this precious, extremely expensive safari net that is a little bit of work to create or buy from Iverson in our lab and throw it at a butterfly and never see it again. So I'm just going to hold on to these. So never mind that idea. Lily, good morning. Good morning, my dear. I need to go ahead and give you some carrot, ostrich carrot and sweet mash. And it looks like we may be running a little bit low on Lily's food. But thankfully for us, right behind us, we have a new section we're going to explore full of waffles and dog treats and woodpeckers. Doesn't that just sound magical? So all right, come on, Lily. Let's go ahead. We're going to carry on with our grand zoo tour. I am going to try to pluck an idea or two out of my mind to write down into the books and leave with the Elven kneeling angelicas. And I also, let's see, yeah, there's a butterfly net, but I don't have any jars, so I would just end up with a bunch of dead butterflies. I was looking for something else. Lily, I was going to do something. It was really cool. I was going to tell everybody, and we were all going to be like, wow, that's amazing. And I can't remember for beans. Oh, yeah, more books and quills. You know, I've got a lot of book and quills. Fantastic. All right, well, let's carry on with the zoo tour, my friends. I did spend a little bit more time sprucing up the red wolf exhibit, and I really want to do something special for the red wolves because they have been with us for so long, and they are one of the most fascinating creatures and some of the most popular in our entire zoo. So I was thinking it'd be nice to have a secondary observation platform up behind their exhibit so you could see them from two different angles. So let us tour up to that zone of the zoo. Here we are with our current zoo map, as you can see, and we are going to now be entering the beautiful temperate forest zone full of lovely autumn maple leaves. Oh my gosh, I wish I could catch these butterflies. They're so cute. But right up here, following along the gorgeous fallen leaves, is a new zone of our zoo. This will actually lead you to the syrup shack. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. I probably need to put down a little bit more of a path here. Hello, dog trainer Chantel and her dog Arbor. Hello, the syrup shack with our lovely chef, where delicious pancakes and syrup-covered waffles await. This was actually one of our most fun builds that you guys and I also enjoyed the most. It is surrounded by syrup-bearing maple trees, which is really fantastic. Let me just go ahead and grab those. What else in here? And I had a honeybee up here. I totally forgot I had a honeybee up here. Hello, madame. Let me see if I can go ahead. She has passed on, but she left behind a young queen who can take over. There we go. I forgot I sprinkled honey comb, like honey beehives all over the entire zoo. Good thinking on my part. All right, we'll gather up some syrup for the syrup shack. But you can come over here if you are in need of a little refreshment while you are in the temperate forest area, speak to our lovely chef, and if you happen to be in possession of some coinage, you can go ahead and get yourself some waffles, pancakes, maple syrup waffles or pancakes, blueberry pancakes, French toast, which is my personal favorite, chocolate chip pancakes, or strawberry pancakes. And if you are like me and collected up a bunch of that maple syrup, you can go ahead and get a little bit of money while you're at it. And then turn that money right around and let's just get some waffles. There we go. So now I have a whole stack of coins. Cool, look at all the food I have from my own zoo. And we literally just got started with the tour. Raspberry, trifle, and pancakes. Nice. But I really love this area, and usually I have free samples of some of the food over here if you just find yourself a little bit short on cash. Lily, I love you, but you did it again. Are you stuck in that chair? Tell me you're not stuck. Okay, she can't get stuck in these chairs, thank goodness. But yeah, Syrup Shack. This is just where you can stop, get a really nice hearty filling meal before beginning your hiking in the temperate forest zone in search of some of the animals we have. Dog trainer Chantel is back here with her dog Arbor. And if you speak to dog trainer Chantel, who loves really colorful flowers, you can get some of the food. So since I'm back here so often with my dogs, I often start running out of food. But now she has some of the food that the Two Paw Doggy Bakery and Daycare sells. And that includes duck, sweet potato, and cranberry, forest river trout, venison, apple, and spinach, pumpkin, turkey, and peaches. We also have some pumpkin yogurt melody, which the dogs may not eat, but I sure will. We'll assume it's made out of coconut yogurt. We have dog biscuits, bones, throwing bones to be able to play with the puppies. I don't know what's going on here. She's just holding a diamond coin, and we're going to have to see what that is about. I think whatever she used to sell may have disappeared in our mod purging-a-thon. And we have a bunch of beautiful daisies that if you're supposed to, like, no, wait, yeah, that's right. She gives you the daisies. She gives you these gorgeous daisies. You know what? Let's go ahead and grab a few of them. We're gonna sprinkle a few beautiful daisies around our temperate forest zone somewhere. Maybe not in such a shaded spot, but oh, what if we put it down by my deer? Also, as a zookeeper, I'm allowed to walk on the grass. But if you ever get the chance to visit, do please stay on the paths. All right, but what if we put some daisies over here, kind of near the deer exhibit? Where would I want them? Over here? I kind of like how that area is all green. Imagine that. But I could definitely, yeah, we could put some daisies back here. This is nice. So you sort of like peek behind the deer exhibit and see a bunch of lovely daisies lined up. Pardon me, Lily. And yes, well, one day, Lily, we will have a good spot where lilies can be grown as well. But alright, so I'm so slow at tours. Oh, and I love these benches. I need an easier way to get those benches too. Maybe we'll have the Builders of Light possibly work with a carpenter in the future who can help me out with all of these pieces. But yes, so this is the maple syrup area. It actually does have a path that will lead us to more zones, but we're going to turn around and we are actually going to see what is on the other side of the red wolf exhibit. And actually, this is something I was thinking about. Right here, oh, what is that? What is, oh, it's just a lantern. I was like, is that like a raccoon? No, it's just a lantern. But right here might actually be a great area to come in and remove this tree and maybe clear out some of this land and make a viewing area for the red wolves so that you can see them a little bit easier. And so that you can have some of these windows that we have over here over on this side, so after you finish your delicious meal, you can turn around and see the red wolves and be reminded, oh yeah, that's what I'm here to do in the zoo. Look at all the animals. And then we could have another informational panel, maybe a little bit of personal information about our red wolves popped up right over here, which would be really cool. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta be more bold with this. I have people who are literally like helpers and builders, because that's a little thing, and we want to move on to other exhibits and we want to move on our tour. So I'm gonna do it, Lily. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna put down the cone so they know what area I'm talking about, and we're going to put down expansion or like viewing area for red wolves. There we go. It has come to my attention that our red wolf pack is one of the most popular exhibits in the zoo. I would like to, I would like to update their exhibit so that they are easier to see, particularly on the, let's see, what is this? Like the left side of the, there we go. Exhibit by the delicious waffle syrup. We'll just call it the Waffle Shack. Yum. All right, there we go. If a viewing platform could be built by taking apart the thick hedge fencing and putting in better windowed fencing, that would be wonderful. There we go. Any ideas to help with decorating along the red wolf exhibit or making it easier to see the wolves would be wonderful, and give it free range for artistic to build. There we go. Yeah, let's see. I'll just put like Seri, zookeeper Seri, and then also thank you. There we go. All right, because that you gotta be polite. Red wolf, red wolves. There we go. So we'll do that like red wolves number 1. All right, so now I need to put down an Elven kneeling angelica somewhere. And I was thinking I want to put these, if the Builders of Light are going to do that much work, because like I said, that's a little thing. We could spend today doing it, but I want to do more of our tour. Fur is in a tree. That's not where red wolves belong. We'll overlook it at this point. But that's a little thing, and I think that our Builders of Light would be happy to have more to work on, and it'd be really fun to turn around and see what was done. Because then we could spend our time touring and building new exhibits. But when it comes to putting down these Elven kneeling angelicas in thanks of the work that they will do, it hit me, I don't want to just throw them on the ground like any old thing. I really want to give them a special tree trunk to be in. So come along, Lily girl. I may need to find a way to grab this, but I do have a very special tree trunk that I think would be, yeah, a tree trunk. I'm telling you, greenery and tree trunks, this thing. I think this would be really nice to be able to put in more spots in my zoo and put the Elven kneeling angelica into. So, I need to figure out a way I can get this tree trunk, and I might need to talk to, maybe we could have a arborist, which is somebody who works with trees, a arborist specialist come, and they could actually maybe give me an old tree trunk in exchange for a bunch of oak wood, and then I could put it down and put the Elven kneeling angelicas inside of there. Because here, I'm gonna move this plant for now. There we go. Because I'm gonna show you. Look how nice that is. Okay, it needs to grow. It's just a baby Elven kneeling angelica right now. But if we just put it on the ground like this, then clearly it's you know, it's just there. It looks like any flower. You might accidentally step on it, and that would be devastating. Hurting its itty bitty little petals, that is not what we are about in this house. Thank you very much. And they are the Elven kneeling angelicas, not the normal kneeling angelicas. So what I want to do is have this so that they're clearly special, and maybe there might be a way to hide a pinch or two of glowstone along the bark so that they also give off a source of light, because they are from our Builders of Light. So I need to get an arborist specialist somewhere in the zoo where I can get these tree trunks from them somehow. All right, so where's my Lily? Okay, good. I picked that up. But that's my idea for how I want to take care of this spot. Also, do I have a stray flower? Well, that's really pretty. Ooh, this is really pretty. All right, I'm gonna stick the blue orchid right there. so lovely. Ugh. Plus this would be great as decoration around the zoo. So that's my plan for how I'm going to put down the kneeling angelicas that we were requested to sprinkle around the world in exchange for the work the Builders of Light shall do. But let's carry on with the little bit of the tour that we have over here. This is one of my favorite areas of the zoo because it looks so full. It has so much going on, and we definitely need to add in more people, more of you guys just wandering around. Over here we have the intertwined oaks planted by Pokofan 1124. Oh, so long ago. I really need to make it so you guys can get some trees in here if you want. Sit for just a second, little girl. Here you go, have a little food. But it is very beautiful, and this represents, again, back when we used to let people plant trees in the zoo, because it literally paid my grocery bills. We would put down these gardens, and I really love that. I want to find a way to do that, because now, years later, I can walk by this and still remember Pokofan 1124. She was really sweet, and I just think that that's really a fun way to be able to work with people. Alright, and then, oh, this is a big empty area, isn't it? This is just an empty spot that could possibly use something right over here, huh? This is right next to, by the way, yeah, we're on our grand zoo tour, and here I am like, look at the empty spots. No, what I mean to say is this is a potential location I could have something built. I'm not exactly sure what, but it would be really fun to maybe have a big, like, custom built tree of some kind that clearly is growing very well to represent the temperate forest bird aviary and provide a bit of shade. I think that would be really nice. But this is the temperate forest bird aviary. We just got a woodpecker egg. Cool. That's really cool, actually. And it represents one of our most established aviaries with zookeeper Ethan, who actually was from the old world. And Ethan watches over all of the temperate forest birds, like the cardinal that we have here. So beautiful. So beautiful. Look at that cardinal go. We've also got a ton of woodpeckers, and we have a very fall and autumn theme inside of this aviary. Usually there's a hedgehog or two running underfoot as well. I just have no idea. Oh, and there's another woodpecker literally on the door. That is so funny. Oh my goodness. But yes, this is another one of my favorite spots because it is just so full and beautiful, and you can walk through it. You can usually find tons and tons of woodpeckers hiding back here along the edges. They're spending most of their time up at the front for some reason today. We have crows. We have little finches. Little itty bitty cute finches. Oh, wild columbine that the finch dug up for me. That's so fun. Oh, all right. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put it right there. Hopefully it'll grow nice and big. And yes, some of the birds in here actually have rustled around in the seeds, so you can find yourself getting access to a few plants that you may not have had before because they've stumbled on it. But I think I need to add another hedgehog back in here. I'm not seeing quite as many hedgehogs or birds as I'm used to. And Zookeeper Ethan also has a really cool bird seed station that he can teach. Oh, I found a nest. Oh, that's so neat. Here, I'm going to put it like right there. Oh, that's so fun. Oh, and I can put the woodpecker egg inside of it. Yes! That is adorable. Oh, that makes me happy. But there is a bird seed building station where Zookeeper Ethan, you can actually come over here and you can work with him. At least there we go. You can work with him and you can build your own goldfinch feeder. And once you put up a goldfinch feeder, then goldfinches will appear in our world. AKA you can add them in as custom NPCs and have them stick around the area. Because normally birds would just fly off and never come back in Minecraft. But I love it, and I do plan on adding in more feeders so that we can attract more native birds to our zoo in the future. And you can also bring him a ton of the seeds that he needs in order to take care of all of the animals that we have and gain a lot of zookeeper experience. That feeling of being in a very organic, living a zoo and being able to feel like you're contributing to the welfare of the animals is just fantastic, especially when some of my animals have disappeared. So I would love to get more finches in here at some point. We might have to go on a trip to the to Twilight Forest and see if we have any luck with the finch population there. But I love the aviary. And over here next to the aviary, oh, and it just occurred to me, I need to have some like signpost in there so people know about the kinds of birds that are available. But over here, we have the northern water snake, which is a very common species of snake. It is very calm. It has been here for a super long time. And I was just thinking, it needs like some sort of spruced up decoration of its own. So I was thinking, how cute would it be to have like a little sign of a snake with a fish in its mouth made out of divinsing pieces? Because northern water snakes are not dangerous. They are a non-venomous type of snake that has the somewhat unfortunate happenstance of looking a lot like water moccasins or copperheads, depending on what region you're in and what colors they are. It makes people really fear them and be very terrified of them. Like in North Carolina, where I lived for so long, I would see northern water snakes all the time. You guys can see vlogs where I have northern water snakes hanging out with me in the water, and I'd go on a walk near any river and usually find one or two of them, especially beautiful bright red morphs that were so pretty. Completely harmless. All they want to do is just eat fish. They're not aggressive. They just lay down on rocks to warm up, and I really just loved seeing them. And it was so cool when you would catch them swimming too. So I love northern water snakes, but a lot of people misunderstand the difference between them and water moccasins. They're very behaviorally different from all the ones I've run into in the wild too. So I would love for more people to know about them. So I want to have a sign, probably maybe over here in the future, that will show the difference between the two. You don't need to be nearly as afraid of snakes as most people are. It's a phobia built into our genes, which is a good thing. Kept us alive when we were just little skittery monkeys. But we don't need to worry about them now. So I was thinking, to make this less scary for people, it would be really nice to have a little divinsing sign that could pop up and kind of over the top here, or even just next to it, that has like a nice little water snake with a fish in its mouth. And I think that might make people less afraid of the snakes and more willing to come up and be like, oh, this is a cool sign. Oh, it's a cool snake. Oh, cool snake facts. Oh, I don't need to be nearly as scared of the snakes as I thought I was. And leave with a little bit less fear and perhaps a little bit more love for the adorable water snakes. So that is another big goal I have, which means it is time to pull out the book and quill. Okay, so the northern water snake is a harmless species of snake that simply wants to swim, bask on rocks, and eat fish all day. I happen to love them. And want to spread that love to the world. There is no need to fear these charming creatures. There we go. So, there we go. So, in efforts to make people realize that they do not need to fear the snakes, to fear the northern, there we go, water snake, I would like to cutify. Yeah, cutify. Why not? Our snake's exhibit. Would it be possible to build a sign? I guess we'll call him a just like a DV sign, like that for divinsing. Let's see, sign. There we go. Over the northern water snakes exhibit that has a cute green. Well, sometimes they're black, but so let's just say a cute. Green. Yeah, we'll go with green. We'll go with brown. A cute brown. There we go. Because I've seen most of them. Snake. There we go. With a fish in its mouth. I hope the sign will attract people to the exhibit and give them a chance to learn how adorable the water snakes really are. Yay! Okay, Zookeeper Seri. Also, thank you. Yay! Okay. And snake snack sign. There we go. Snake snack sign. That sounds so cute. I love alliteration. All right, and there is our second of the two tasks that I hope to leave with the Builders of Light today as we continue our tour, because I think this is important. We are, after all, the owners, the lead zookeepers, and the head builder of this zoo. So it's very important as we go along to leave tasks behind us so that when we finish up our grand zoo tour, we can check in on all these areas and go, wow, that's so cool. We've got so much new stuff just waiting for us. And I think I'll write this off camera, but I think I will maybe write a sign that will say, like, could someone build a big, beautiful tree, maybe with some woodpecker holes and nests, or maybe I could do that. That actually does sound kind of right up my alley. So maybe we'll build that woodpecker tree and we'll have a good time about it. But next time we are going to continue on our very slow grand tour. We, believe it or not, are actually kind of closing in on the edges. This is kind of embarrassing to admit, but the edges of what I've currently done in the temperate forest zone, yeah, that's a little embarrassing, but it's true. But now that we have the builders, I really hope that this will move a lot faster and I can get things like a firefly grove, cougar exhibit. We can add to how our red wolves can be seen and possibly start thinking about adding in the timber wolves and some of the other animals. We are gonna get more done in the zoo. We really are. And I'm really happy that finally Zoodesia has become a place of my dreams again. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.